What's going on, guys? It's Zeit, and I am here today to bring you the crafting guide for Marvel Heroes. Now, why am I starting off with a crafting guide and say that the crafter is the best vendor to level over any of the other vendors? Well, I'll make it real simple for you. Loots, loots, loots. The crafter, just like any other vendor, he's going to take a while to level. You will level him probably to level 5 and then realize it's really slowing down. Now, fortunately, at level 5 or 6, I can't remember specifically which it is, you will get certain abilities with the crafter to make rare items into epic items. Now, why this particular ability is so great to have over just, say, a vendor that's giving you items is that these epics that you make out of the blues will be far superior to any epic that will drop off of trash mobs. So typically an epic item will have anywhere between 3 to 4 stats on it. If you take a rare, and I'm talking like a decent rare, and put it through your epic upgrade, you will get anywhere between 4 to 6 stats on it, if you're lucky. Now, however, this may change because this is all being done from late beta. So right now, this is literally, I can't even log on right now. It's the day before early access, so this is like the latest information I could give you, and I've been waiting a long time to try and make this up for you so it can be fairly accurate. I'm sorry that it's a freeze frame right now. I do not have any other footage that I can currently use. As I said, these servers are down right now. So let's get into the basics. Alright, so with the basics, it's the elements. These are the little bits and pieces, usually in the kind of like the cyan, blue colored lettering that you'll find on the ground. And you'll see several different types of basic elements. Sometimes you'll get the tier 1, 2, or 3, maybe even 4, and I'm not sure if this is going to change from beta. It might, but you might even get upwards to the essential elements, which is like the higher end elements. Now, early on up to level 6, you're definitely going to be using everywhere between the tier 1 and the tier 4. And just like if you played Diablo 2, if you get 3 of the same kind of element, you can combine all 3 of those together to make one of the next tier element. That's a very important thing to keep in mind because you're going to run out of space very often, and another reason why you want to bring up your crafting vendor early, because without the ability to combine these elements, you are going to run out of bag space like no tomorrow. It's frustrating. Now, hopefully, the word is that they are going to try and correct this at some point so that this is not how we're going to deal with bag space issues, especially since in order to do so, you have to actually spend credits as well as use those elements together. So that means you're going to run out of money this way. Well, it depends. I mean, when you get to the more complex ones, yes, that might happen, but not so much at the beginning. But at the same time, let's say you max out all of your tiers. Let's say you start a new hero. Let's say you want to add to his costume elements. How are you supposed to do that without any of your primitive elements? You actually can go down to the bottom of the list, and at rank 6, I believe you get your split elements. So you can split your higher elements back down to your smaller ones, so this is definitely good once you get high enough level, but at the same time, hopefully this won't be an issue in the near future when they can actually make the elements stack. And I guess from there, let's just move on to costumes. Alright, costumes, the second best part about leveling your crafter. Now, as you can see here, we have defensive affects and offensive affects. And as you can see along the side, you'll notice grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. These are very important things to pay attention to. You don't want to be wasting your credits, since farming will actually take you quite a bit of time to farm some of these credits. And the quickest way really to farm them is to get gear and then vendor that gear. But if you're vendoring that gear, you're also not leveling one of your vendors. So that's what I actually had to do to get my 25k credits for my grade 3 affects. And the important thing that I wanted to tell you was your grade 1 will wipe out any other grade 1 affects. So let's say you put an offensive affects grade 1 and you're like, you know what, I kind of want to go with a defensive affects as well. So the mistake you will make is if you go and make the same grade of affects. So if you go with a defensive affects 1, it will wipe out your offensive affects 1. So let's say you want 1 defense and 2 offense, go with, say, grade 1 defense, grade 2 offense, and then grade 3 offense. So that way you're preventing making any mistakes to yourself and possibly costing yourself extra credits when you really don't need to. Now the FXs will not cause a huge swing of a difference in your character, but it is definitely good to put on there. For example, my character has all offensive FXs with, I believe, 7% increased attack speed, 2% increased critical for my grade 2, and then, this is the silly thing, 6% increased attack speed for my grade 3, which kind of sucks because I paid 25 grand credits for that. But hey, what can you do? Hopefully that's something that will get fixed after the beta. And well, I mean, that's pretty much it for the affixes. There is some visual affixes. I'm not sure specifically what they do because the entire time that I've played the beta, I never managed to get a visual piece, as it's called. I believe it's just a cosmetic piece or something along those lines. I never managed to find one, so I never actually got to see what it did, but I did see quite a few people with flaming heads and kind of like red gas clouds around them. So those are all cool things to kind of play with, but not important. As you can see, it will probably cost you a fair amount of credits just for a cosmetic difference. Anyways, let's head on to the next one, which is gear and the best part about leveling your crafter. Alright, we're on to the creme de la creme, the gear, the reason why to level up your crafter before any other vendor. Now, the main reason for it is to upgrade rare items. This ability so far has served to be so much more useful than leveling up a vendor and hoping to possibly get a blue, because with this you can easily upgrade any blues you find into an epic. Now in most cases the epics you find will be anywhere between 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 abilities on them. With upgrade rare item, typically speaking, you will always get at least 4, sometimes anywhere between 4 and 6 abilities on them. That's if you're extremely lucky. Now the things to keep in mind when you want to do these transformations is keep an eye on the defense of your item and or the attack power on your item, because these are the two stats that will not change, as well as the previous stats that are already on your item will still be there on the epic item as well. So you generally want to pick an item that has already stats that you want, so that you can just simply add to them and hope that you roll the dice and get some pretty lucky stats on top of that. Now, as the beta ended, there were some bugs still with this particular upgrade item level, the 1 to 12. Items level 11 and 12 would not work. So if that happens in the beta or in the full game while you're playing, just disregard it, either sell the items or use them and kind of move on your merry way. It will eventually get addressed, I am sure. But from what I saw, upgrade rare item 13 to 24 worked well. I never actually managed to get high enough to upgrade rare item 25 to 36, so I don't know if that's in perfectly good shape. But keep in mind too, if you're going to start rolling the dice a lot more often, the upgrade 25 to 36 is a hefty fine, or fee I should say, at 3 grand credits. So it's definitely a money hole, but at the same time it is very useful, especially when you're looking for loot and you need more items or more abilities on your current gear, because as you can see, I had a hard time finding epics. The 2 that I had were ones that I transferred from blues, and they were pretty epic after I transformed them, so this is why I decided that making a quick guide on this would be the best way to save you time trying to find good gear. Let's head on to the miscellaneous. Not too much to cover in there. As the levels grow on your crafter, there's a crap ton of stuff that you can play with in there. But I didn't really check out any of this stuff, so by all means guys, check it out for yourselves. I know there's a lot of good stuff in there. A few things like increasing your spirit, possibly damage, probably defense potions, stuff like that. It's kind of like what you can get in pretty much any MMO, like flasks with World of Warcraft, stuff like that. So it'll be pretty interesting to see what happens at higher levels, since I never managed to get too high in this particular build. This miscellaneous stuff was not available in one of the earliest builds where I got the crafter up to level 15, I believe? 14 or 15, somewhere around there. So there are a lot of levels to go, and it will take you a while to level your crafters. So spend that gear wisely, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it was informational enough for you. And don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're looking for in the Marvel Heroes game. And I hope to catch you when the game's live. Peace, guys.